Yo, 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 everyone. Welcome in, people. I hope you guys are all having a good day so far. As the Edmonton Oilers took a big loss to the Seattle Kraken, which was not a very, very beautiful game at all. Really was not great. It was not amazing. It was not pretty. There's just all sorts of words to describe on this game. It just really wasn't that pretty. But let's get into it. Welcome everyone back to another episode of your OGR, boys. And welcome in Weather Ontario into the stream. This game, there was a lot of stuff that happened. In this game. As the Edmonton Oilers lost in game 22, 4-3 against the Seattle Kraken. We just really did not play a very good game. There was some moments at times where there was amazing play. Our offense was once again crazy throughout the night. We just missed a lot of the, high quality chances that we did have, or Philip Grubauer did make some pretty good saves throughout the night. But the biggest thing was that our defense was just horrid. Pure and simple, it was just absolutely horrid defensively throughout the entire night, where we had Cassie make a few giveaways. He couldn't play defense, apparently. Tyson Barrie and Chris Russell allowed 3 goals against. I don't know why I came up with 6. Maybe I was thinking because of Chris Russell's number. But there was 3 goals against on that defensive pairing throughout the entire night. And Tippett just kept riding them. I'm really starting to think we got a little bit of a coaching problem. I know we have an amazing record, but I think we need to address it a little bit like I have in the last few episodes, because why is every game we're starting out, we're allowing a goal? Like, it's not just because our defense is crap. Even when our defense was, half decent, we were still allowing the first goal in every single game. Why is that the case this year? It's just absolutely blowing my mind. It really is. So, let's get into reviewing this game between the Oilers and the Kraken. First 49 seconds of the game, Yanni Gourde put up his 6th goal of the season. And Toronto is doing pretty damn well. I give them that. Toronto is doing really well to begin this season off. They are doing absolutely amazing. They are really impressive to start off the season. That's why Mike Senn's really not wanting to work right now for some reason. Hopefully he doesn't break on me. But otherwise, Yanni Gourde got the first goal of the game. It was a nice setup pass from Ryan Donato. Set him up with a beautiful pass and, squeaked right through the 5-hole Stuart Skinner. He wasn't in the most prime position to save that puck, and it went easily in the back of the net past Stuart Skinner. And then moving on later on, Leon Draisaitl got his 21st goal of the season with a beautiful pass from Nuge, sent him up on a beautiful one-timer, got his 21st point of the season, and it was just an absolute, gorgeous goal for the Edmonton Oilers to tie the game up. Then I was like, all right, maybe we'll start turning this around, because we weren't terrible. We gave up, some really good offensive opportunities. We were going offensively. That Draisaitl, Nuge, and Puljujarvi line, we're doing quite well in the first period, and, we're one of my favorite lines, and we were generating some offensive opportunities. But then there was some times where we just couldn't get it out of our zone, and we just sucked defensively, like we were just spinning in circles. I watched Tyson Barrie one play, and he was legit just spinning in fucking circles, swinging around the puck. Like, he just didn't know how to play defense, which he doesn't. He never knows how to play defense. And, that's what happened with Adam Larsson. Adam Larsson got a beautiful pass, undressed Zach Kassian because he was just standing there, legit doing nothing, while he let the ex-Oiler and Adam Larsson just walk right on by and score his 2nd goal of the season. How is this a competent defense? I know that we have, dealt with some injuries right now, but legit, this defense was so fucking horrible. And I don't know why we're writing fucking Russell and Barrie all the goddamn time when they were the top 6D at best. Why aren't we playing Broberg more or Bouchard, who are evidently playing a lot better than what fucking Russell and Barrie are doing? I cannot believe we even signed fucking Barrie to this type of deal. It absolutely aggravates me to even think that people thought he was good. because this is the horrible season that we're seeing from Tyson Barrie. He's horrible in the power play. Legit, they don't even fucking pass him the puck. He's just a fucking pylon on the power play half the time. It is an absolute joke why we keep playing Tyson Barrie and keep giving him more minutes than Evan Bouchard, who is producing a lot better than what fucking Tyson Barrie is right now. It makes no absolute sense why we're not playing Bouchard up on the top power play, nor are we giving him more minutes than Tyson Barrie. Tyson Barrie, for one, cannot play defense, nor is he a very good guy to break out that fucking puck, because it seemed like when Russell and Barrie were playing the entire game, we couldn't get it out of our own zone. They had 3 goals against them in this entire game. They were the main pairing that sucked absolute fucking booty hole throughout this entire game. They were the worst defensive pairing throughout the entire game. It was outrageously bad in the amount of times that we have ridden with this defensive core, or this defensive pairing I meant. It is an absolute joke why Tippett keeps on doing it when, you know, one of our younger defensemen makes a massive mistakes. They fucking ride him on the bench. It is absolutely horrible. Barrie and Russell do not deserve the ice time that they are getting. Absolute horrid. Horrid. And, I mean, the Oilers have been playing alright, but just our defense has been horrid. We played quite well in this game. It's just we couldn't play defense for the life of us. We really couldn't. And welcome in, Oilers man, to the stream. Welcome everyone in. We'll get into the second period here in just a bit. But moving in the second period, Evan Bouchard scored a beautiful goal from the point. And this is what I mean. Evan Bouchard can actually hit the net. This was the second point of the game for Evan Bouchard, or the first point of the game. He got a goal and an assist and was just absolutely amazing throughout the entire night for the Edmonton Oilers. But Bouchard scored a great goal from the point. It was just an absolute clap bomb. Grubauer was kind of covered, and he shot it just right through the twine and threw it right in the back of the net for his 4th goal of the season. And then Colin Blackwell absolutely undressed Barrie and Russell like they were fucking nothing, like they were just pylons, just watching Blackwell just undress them. Cassian made a huge turnover again. Another fuck up by Zach Cassian. Oh my god. But Blackwell scored his 2nd goal of the season, and then Wenberg threw up his 3rd. And that was basically it. The Oilers really just couldn't throw anything in the back of the net. It was just really a rough night for us. We were producing a lot of chances. I would say that we were even playing a bit better than what, you know, the Seattle Kraken were playing. It's just we played like doggy doo-doo. We just played horrible. No matter which way you put it, we played horrible in this game defensively. Like, without a doubt. Stuart Skinner, he was making some good saves. He was not, you know, there was some goals that you definitely were to blame on. But we made some massive turnovers. Some massive fucking turnovers and some plays where we just couldn't play hockey, apparently. And it was a really rough night for this team. And McDavid scored his 16th goal of the season, and kind of making close. And, you know, we didn't capitalize on anything else. We just, I don't know, we just didn't play very well. It was kind of a rough night for us. It really was. We definitely didn't, we generated a few opportunities, but, you know, with that, gave more opportunities to the Kraken. I thought this game we could have tightened ourselves up defensively. Now I guess we'll talk about the defense, because that's something I would like to kind of discuss a little bit, because for this game we played horrible defensively, not bad offensively. Our first pair drug down our first line, basically. The first line wasn't terrible, but like every time the Russell and Barrie tried to move up the puck, they couldn't do it, like, at all. But anyways, Russell and Barrie, they had 3 goals against. We've already complained about them a ton. They were just horrible throughout the entire night. Legason and Bouchard, they were right. I thought they put up pretty good defensive numbers, and they were one of our best defensive pairings throughout the entire night. I thought Legason did a lot of good things with the puck. He was very smart defensively. He wasn't totally horrible throughout the entire game. Bouchard was the MVP for our defensive core throughout the entire night, and I thought he should have been playing more minutes than Tyson Barrie because of how good he played. Niemelainen and Broberg wasn't horrible. Broberg is just he struggled a little bit. He had one bad turnover where it ended up kind of being a goal because it kind of just kept coming into the zone when he made that bad pass that ended up being turned over. But otherwise, he didn't have a bad game. Nemalainen, was all right defensively. He made some mistakes, but, I mean, this is his first few games in the year. But on the PK, there was some times where he would go for a hit and just leave the front of the net, like, wide open. And I think that's one thing that Nemalainen got to focus on, is that he can't hit everyone out there, because he's not the fastest skater in the world, and he needs to pick the times that he does to go hit people. Because leaving the front of the net wide open for, a Kraken player to take a beautiful snipe is going to cost you the game. And we've seen that from a lot of our, stuff that we've seen tonight, was us making a bad defensive move and leaving the front of the net open, or just turning over the puck. So otherwise, Broberg wasn't too bad. Moving on the offensive lines, Draisaitl, the second line was absolutely amazing between Draisaitl, Nuge, and Puljujärvi was absolutely amazing throughout the entire night. I really love Puljujärvi up on the top line. And then Yamamoto, Hyman, and McDavid didn't have the strongest night ever in the world, but still didn't play horrible. McDavid did generate a pretty good amount of energy. And then Yamamoto wasn't too bad up on that top line, but it definitely got drugged down by Barry and Russell, because that was the only defensive core that they played alongside of, and they were horrible throughout the entire night. Cassian played like doggy doo-doo. He was horrible throughout the entire night. McLeod wasn't bad, and Fogle, I thought Fogle did some good stuff, but he took a horrible penalty in the third period. Like, he was, having a rivalry with Dunn, and then absolutely just took him out for no apparent reason. And he took a really bad penalty, and we had to go on the penalty kill. We did kill it off, but, we regained a little bit of momentum, and then it kind of got halted because Fogle took a dumb penalty. Especially, I think it was like 5 minutes left in the game as well. And then the fourth line was, Ryan and Perlini had a rough night, and what's his face? Scurvio played really good. I really loved Scurvio's game throughout the entire game, and I thought he played really well. But the others need to improve upon defensively. I really hope Darnell Nurse gets back in lineup, because, looking at his numbers, he definitely is playing pretty good this year, and I definitely haven't been given the respect that I should be given to Darnell Nurse, because this defense core without him looks absolutely ass, and it's tough to say that, because Darnell Nurse is definitely not your $9 million defenseman. Without a doubt, he's not. He's, more like your $6-7 million defenseman, but, he's a defenseman that makes his defense core way better than what it is right now. He brings it a little bit of stability, because he's our actually only good defenseman across the entire board. So, let's watching this defense right now. It really does suck. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the late live stream once again. And, yeah, guys, it is a good night. I'm going to pass out now. I am tired. And, yeah, I seen that some of your bets kind of went good there, Joe Rogan. Kraken is better than they look. They do look pretty good. They're actually kind of surprising me right now how well they looked in that game. The Kraken looked really well. And, Beer Chicken, the earth is not flat, my man. It is not. It is round. Anyways, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Thank you very much for watching the stream, guys. I should be live once again on Monday for another live franchise mode. So I'll end the stream here, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Adios, amigos.